Did prosecutors do enough to prove that Lindsay Clancy was criminally responsible for killing her children? I want to bring in Alexandra Kazarian, partner at Garagos & Garagos, a Los Angeles Magazine contributor. Thanks so much for taking the time. Let's start with the prosecution. Did they do enough to meet the burden of proof? Because if the way I think about it, the two key things are, one, the allegation that she had her husband leave the home to get takeout and medication when she killed the kids, and two, exercise bans to kill all three children, one after the next one after the next one. Those are deliberate steps, no?
They may be deliberate, but the question is, could she overcome those thoughts? Was she in a position where she knew what she was doing was wrong and she could stop it? And that is the crux of the defense. She was pleading for help. She was begging for help. She was telling people that she was having these issues that she knew she couldn't overcome by herself. She was begging for someone to step in. And the question is at that time, did she know that what she was doing was wrong, and could she overcome those internal thoughts?
Why is the sister and mother's testimony so important for the defense's case?
Because she was begging for that help. This is not a situation where she knew what she was doing. She wanted to do it, and she acted on a plan. It is these intrusive thoughts that were coming from that medication. We've spoken about this before. She was on so many different medications. You can't just stop those cold turkey. Half of them create the terrible thoughts, and half of them, if you stop, bring them back in full force. So the question is, was this something that she did of her own volition, or was this something inside of her that was broken that she could not overcome?
Let me just jump on that. If she's having these thoughts and she sees that something's going wrong, doesn't that show a consciousness? Doesn't that show she's aware of what's going on? And at the end of the day, it's not just if somebody has a mental disease, but like you've been saying correctly, right? The idea that can they conform their behavior to the law? Can they appreciate the wrongfulness of what they're doing? If she says, I'm having thoughts about harming the kids, and then harms the kids, isn't that still on her? Doesn't that make her criminally responsible? Isn't that consciousness?
Well, I mean, that is the question for the jury, but I think the evidence is that at the time that this was happening, she was so completely overcome by it that she couldn't see the difference. She couldn't tell what was right. She couldn't tell what was wrong because she was overtaken.
Talk to me about the defense here, right? Because so much of the defense I feel like we've seen under the cross-examination by Kevin Reddington of the state's own witnesses. What more does the defense need to do in their case now? Who do they need to present?
You know, I think the best case for a defense is one where you can take the prosecution witnesses and get information from them that helps your case. I love a yes and or a yes but case where you don't have to bring in completely separate witnesses. You can use the evidence that they are trying to show the jury can point to guilt, and you can show that that same evidence can also point to innocence, because in a circumstantial evidence case, which this is, if a jury finds that the evidence can be interpreted for the defense for a not guilty plea, then it has to accept the reason that points to innocence. It has to accept the interpretation that points to innocence.
After the prosecution rested, defense attorney Reddington asked the judge to find Clancy not guilty or reduce the first-degree murder charge to second-degree murder. The judge denied that motion. I'm not surprised. He wants it to go to the jury. But do you think that this is going to be a case where the jury's going to have the option of a lesser included? I think that's going to be up to the defense, though. I don't know if they would want that.
Generally, that's correct. There are some that are required by law, but I think in a case like this, it's up to the defense. I think that it would be a misstep not to, because this is such a severe crime. But a jury should be able to have a lesser included. And they can also find that she's not guilty because of arguments that he didn't even bring up.
Okay, we'll follow it. Alexandra Kazarian, always appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.